Because a kind of good point was brought up. Our goal, as far as we know, is to stop Karzog. So, although there's a lot of interesting things in the city, should we be messing around in the city instead of just beelining it to Karzog?
I think we were at least under the impression that we needed to get some, like, we needed
The
to get the amulets
rings.
or whatever, or the rings, and then, also, like, a lot of, like, for example, the dragon, for example, is like one of his lieutenants or whatever, so we're kind of a little bit under the impression that we need to fight those guys just so we don't have to fight them later.
Yeah, it's up to you. But that is correct, Star Fox. You guys do have choices, and whether or not you need to do certain things, yeah, that's dependable. Or debatable. Or, no, there's a better word for it, but yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess the first thing is bring Nizzo back.
Or at least
We could
figure
do
out.
that with a limited wish.
Um, Let me check.
Because I think the only other option we had was reincarnation, which he was not really thrilled with.
There's a higher level version of reincarnation as well, though.
I don't think Limited Wish can do it.
Limited Wish could do it by emulating Raise Dead, I think.
Was
Yeah,
Limited
that's what I
Wish
was
lets
thinking.
you do
Raise
up
dead.
to 6th or 7th level? Which was it?
Right, limited and Raise Dead is like level 4.
Yeah, but there might be other things.
Okay, luckily, Raise Dead is not a necromantic spell, it's a conjuration healing spell. Um, and Limited Wish will duplicate any non-wizard or sorcerer spell of 5th level or lower, provided it does not belong to one of my opposition schools. So
Okay.
yes, I would be able to do that.
Raised Dead's not necromantic? Let me double check.
They changed all the healing spells to
Conjuration healing.
conjuration.
Lol, okay.
Yeah, a lot of the healing spells are conjuration.
Oh my god. I guess Animate
Like
Dead
the cure
stays
spells
necro.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cure spells are also conjuration. The inflict ones are necromancy.
Right. Yeah, so you'll just have to deal with at least one negative level for a week.
Yep.
Could be worse. I think one of my characters has a negative level, and I just like haven't really given a flying fuck about it. Was that Tiki? Somebody got a negative level.
Yeah, my Knoll Slayer had a negative level at the end of the campaign too. Poor guy had also had a cursed intelligent weapon or something that he'd wished for.
Poor
That was
guy.
pretty funny.
Also a knoll. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah, I know. He kind of deserved it. He's kind of an asshole anyway.
If that's how it works, yeah.
I don't have a Limited Wish prepared today, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't have the what's it called? We wouldn't have like Amara's like reincarnate spell or whatever, like or the whatever we were
I
gonna
don't
use
think
either.
so. Not today.
Well, we can just rest here.
I guess, yeah, now that we've killed everything.
I'm just
Except for
gonna
that
look.
ice devil or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or was it a demon?
Is
I
ice
feel like it was
devil.
an
Did
ice
he?
devil.
I don't think he's coming back, though.
You guys hurt him pretty good. He won't be coming back anytime soon. And if he did, he would see you guys, I'm sure, because he's really high perception. But
We just need a 5,000 gold diamond for the material cost.
I have a 5,000 gold diamond on my person, so that's one of the things I bought
That's
before
what
we
we're
left.
gonna use.
Somebody's thinking Somebody's thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I think there was also the details of like the loot and stuff here that we had to deal with.
Yeah,
I was
looked for
looking at our loot
yet.
pack. Okay. So maybe we'll find a scroll of reincarnation or resurrection in the loot. So,
Oh, that wishful
Yeah.
thinking.
I've seen it in another mod. It's possible.
Did I show you guys the Ice Devil?
Yep.
The art, though? The Paizo art?
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
I did see this. No.
He likes slaves, so he turns things into slaves. He comes and goes from this place, so he's been all over Galarian. He just considers this home the whole time, basically.
The iconic cleric.
He must have
looks like
been
she's
the-
freaked out because she's wet. My clothes are damp. Oh.
I just can't figure out why they're not flying and why the buildings look like they're in great condition. It's sometimes just a... Because they're like almost always flying in these later artwork.
So I wonder if that means that that thing was the master. Like that seems. I remember when we first ran into him. Like, what the heck is this thing doing here? You know what I mean? But that's kind of funny because I was expecting like a bigger version of like one of those spiders or whatever. But
Oh.
maybe that's all along. All along they were just. It was that guy.
Right. It's yeah, this is master. As for
Okay,
loot,
well,
obviously your enemy got away, so you don't have anything he was carrying. But you guys might have to look around for stuff.
Okay. Once we find somewhere safe to lay Nizzo's body, we'll look around. Looking around not just for the loot, but to make sure there's nothing else like hiding somewhere.
Right.
Well, behind the VIP seats down to the left here is probably where we should start.
Let's see. There's nothing in the rules that doesn't say I can't go check the door while I'm dead.
It's true. Dead does not impose very many restrictions on you.
Yeah, if I want to be super pedantic about it.
I believe the only restriction is you can't heal by normal means.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I think this would be this restriction is if he's going to do anything as he's dead, the allies therefore could not see or witness or know. So anything he learns and discovers, he can't pass it on to you unless you guys
Oh, like you're
speak
talking
to
about-
dead.
You're talking about like if I had like a ghost and Nizzo was gonna go check it out.
Check the door, and you're like, guys, it's locked, but you can't tell them that.
I don't even think I'm on this plane. I think I'm in like the freaking astral plane or something.
You're probably in
Right
limbo
now,
right
aren't you
now.
just before...
With the god of your alignment, like, reaching for you. Saying, come on, you're
Yeah.
supposed to come this way.
Wouldn't he be in line at the boneyard waiting for Pharasma to judge him?
It's not always Pharasma,
Yeah, I think
is
so.
She
Well, that's who
judges everybody and
you
sends them
you
off
you
to
go.
where they should be.
Oh, she
Yeah.
does. Oh. Okay.
She sorts them out.
Well, it looks like I eventually
yeah,
ended up
you're in
just writing
line.
Alceta in it.
There's
For
a
Nizzo, which
half-eaten
is fitting.
ogre in front of you. And a halfling missing a leg behind you.
I get that scene
I don't
from
think they look like
Beetlejuice
that
now.
though. Because in their petitioner form, they'd look like whatever.
It's like Beetlejuice
Wisps
when they're
of
in the
soul or
waiting
whatever.
room.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Okay, well, yeah. But I guess like probably Amara will try to pick up Nizzo's body and carry him over and try to contemplate on where to lay him down. Perhaps the royal chair is a nice place to lay his body down.
Why am I so big? Oh, that's right, I polymorphed myself.
Alright, you check this door. It doesn't seem to be locked. It doesn't seem to be trapped as far as you can tell. You're on high alert, Abysm.
Yeah, I know it's a remarkable roll. I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door. And it appears to be just a waiting room. However, you do see in this little room what appears to be, I guess you could say, a nest-like spot with a trunk, a closed trunk, a wooden trunk, or chest trunk, whatever you want to call it.
A tree trunk?
Well, I mean, I grew up calling the big chests, the really big ones, trunks. I don't know why, but that's what they were called when I was little.
Yeah.
My dad had one. He had climbing gear in it. The thing was huge. He had so much rope. My dad liked to climb. He stopped. I don't know why. I think he had children.
That'll do it. Well, do we want to wait for Nizzo to make sure this thing isn't going to blow the rest of us up? Or do we just want to throw caution to the wind?
You'll have to wait like a day.
Let's see.
I'll cast Detect Magic on it to see if the chest or the trunk is magical.
Okay. You do not detect magic.
Let's see, how hurry am I? Oh, not too bad. I even have some temporary hit points from something. All right, Vampiric Touch. I will attempt to open the chest.
Alright.
Okay, I'll watch your back.
Locked.
Okay. Only we had an expert locksmith.
I could try and use knock on it.
Do it.
I love how heroes at this level are so humble about people dying.
Yeah, they get better.
They're like, my ally's dead, but we'll take care of him tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Abysm already died earlier. He's like, yeah, I died. I died like a month ago or whatever. In game, it was probably like a week ago.
You're right, I did die. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah, in the Rune Forge.
I'm nicking you
Okay.
guys, slowly but surely.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was. Was it,
Alright, so let's see. It's a
I really
cast
can't
roll
remember
check
now.
with a plus hit
Oh.
bonus.
Did he die when swimming to the fake rune wall?
I didn't swim.
Oh, okay. Oh, was it during the fight with the flame-wielding chick in... where you guys were trying to leave? Because I remember it was just 2v... No, because I wiped out Henrik and Nizzo. So it was just Abysm and Amara, I think. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Okay. That's my roll
No,
secret.
I think that was that fight that only me and like Henrik was unconscious, I think, and it was only me and
Unlocks the
Amara.
chest. Okay, the chest is open.
I'll look inside.
Alright, you look inside and your eyes light up. Like literally, you're a demon now. No, I'm kidding. Your eyes light up to the things that you see. It appears that inside this chest is an assorted amount of jewelry and gems, valuing in quite a high price. Abysm would know that in this chest there is roughly 2,200 platinum pieces, 4,500 gold pieces, and about 8,000 worth of gems and jewels.
Would that include a big diamond worth 5,000?
And you know that this dark wood chest is probably worth about 300. And no, these are sorted gems and jewels, not a diamond of a certain price.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nothing magical.
So the money, I'm not going to worry about weight. And the gems, obviously, not worrying too much about that. But that chest is 25 pounds.
Unless somebody's really keen on grabbing it, I'm fine with just leaving it here.
I don't have much use for a chest.
It's pretty big. I couldn't fit it in my backpack.
What about
We
this
need, like,
door behind this door?
The door behind the door.
Yeah.
I'll cast Detect
I
Magic
would
on
like
it
to
and
make
then
myself
open it.
normal size.
Okay. You do not detect magic.
Okay. I'll pop it open.
Okay. It is locked.
Ah,
I know, I'm locking doors when he's dead. Ha 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 ha. Sorry.
I'll quickly just walk over here and take a look down this other side.
I mean, all the doors were locked when I was alive, when I was alive too, but it just didn't matter.
This might just open out into the hallway behind here. Like outside.
And it does. I think these actually, like, go down.
Okay. So it might be a private chamber then.
I'm not really sure. I think I can just use my imagination at this point, but...
Is this room also locked?
Is it what?
Is this room also locked?
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay. So do we need another knock spell to get through?
I don't know. Do you?
Do you have one prepared?
Give me a minute and I can prepare one.
It's disabled trained.
I have a bunch of level 2. It's trained only.
Ah.
I have a bunch of level 2 spells, like, open, because I have that Ring of Wizardry, 2, that's doubled my second level spells, so...
Right.
I have a bunch of stuff just open. So I'll take a minute to prepare another knock.
Sure. I mean, we're planning on resting here anyway, so might as well use them up.
Alright, the door unlocks.
I'll open it up and take a look inside.
Okay. You do. You open it up and you look down and it looks like a really long hall. And for the most part,
Oh,
it
it
just
does
looks
just go
like
behind the
a
bleachers.
yeah, it just looks like a private security route that probably the nobles took to come in and enter the seating here to avoid passing the common folk in the stands.
Right.
Okay.
I have to step away for a moment. Be right back.
Oh, I have a scroll of true resurrection on me apparently.
I know. I told.
Looking at my
well,
inventory.
I hinted towards you guys that I knew I gave you guys something to like take care of the problem, but for some reason, like nobody like.
We all just forgot we had
You
it.
forgot it. Yeah. Because I'm
Let's
like,
see, this
I
looks
gave
like
you
not
the
something I
tool.
bought though. I think
Yeah,
we
I gave
just
it to you
got
guys.
that at some point.
It was.
I don't know if
one
anybody
of
can
the
actually
earlier-
cast it though in the party. Yeah, that's the reason. In fact, that's the reason I have it. Is because I'm the only one that probably could, because I have high enough UMD,
What is
but nobody has it on their
Mara?
spell list.
Mara put points in that at all? No. Not
Into
a
UMD.
single rank.
Yeah, it's not a druid class skill.
Yeah, but
Well,
like
it's not one
I'm one
for
of
a
those
wizard either.
players where I kind of put like a single rank
Right, I
in
know.
certain categories, no matter what.
But scrolls are a little different than wands, where it actually has a scaling difficulty.
Yeah, wands are easy to activate, but wands also stop at a certain point. You can't make higher level wands, right? Or is that scrolls? Shit. Can't make higher level
No, scrolls can make a
potions.
max level. I know. I think wands are. I can't remember if they're capped at a certain point too. It's a lot.
I thought they
It's if
did.
it is, it's pretty high level.
Hmm. Oh.
Like you can make up to level 5 spells or something like that. I don't remember.
You could always find somebody who could use it.
That's true too. I also have a greater restoration scroll. Did we find that, or is that something I bought? I think that's something we found. Yeah, in fact, it
I
has to be
think so.
because the way that just because of the way it's formatted. Ones I wrote, I used of. This one says scroll with parentheses, so that must be one we found.
Yeah, mine would be all like completely filled out with a price and a weight. Well, they won't have a weight, but they'll have a price and stuff.
Right. I have like scroll of restoration. The only thing I filled out was the caster level.
It's the only thing you need to know.
Yeah, I know what the spell does, so I mean.
Yeah. There's that. You guys can go find that dragon and ask him.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember us? We're supposed to be here. We're like buddies with Karazak. Hey, can you help our friend?
We have an appointment with Karzog, and he'll be really disappointed if you don't.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to get the clock out. It's still not 9:30 in the morning. You guys probably spent several hours in here by now.
What?
No, she's talking about the in-game clock.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I just want to see what time it would be for you guys. So you guys plan to do bunker up here, or?
I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rest here.
Okay, well you obviously can't sleep and get your spells back until tomorrow morning. And it's only the afternoon, so you guys will be here for a while.
Yeah.
Nizza still has that lovely
Good
book,
time to maybe learn a spell.
but I don't think the book's gonna give anybody a bonus, but it can teach you how to be a leader.
Oh, the charisma book.
Oh, there is a charisma book too. Wait, isn't you guys have like 2 books, don't you? Star Fox has one, I think.
I'm not sure. I know I had a charisma book. I don't know if I would have brought it with me after reading it. I mean, it doesn't. It only gives the bonus to one
To
person
one person,
anyway.
yeah.
Right. So.
Something to do though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're waiting for Star Fox to come back, but in the meantime, maybe
I'm back.
you two
Oh, it says he's back.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
I guess we should use the quill in the meantime.
That's a good thing to do.
All right.
Isn't the question that like Mantis wanted us to ask was how do we get past the barrier?
I think so. Yeah.
The question that Mantis wants to ask is something the quill will not answer, because remember, and I'm going to remind you guys again, the quill will only answer specific kinds of questions in certain kind of formats. And I'm going to have to go back
Well, and also,
quill up to...
the quill is like you're talking to a specific entity with it,
Well, one or
aka
the
the
other.
peacock spirit,
Yeah.
probably.
But it
I saw a really interesting
doesn't
thing
give you
about.
specific answers quite like Mantis is hoping he's going to get.
Yeah. I saw a really interesting thing about who the peacock spirit is. That was really, really kind of cool. Like, oh, it'd be really interesting if that turns out to be correct.
Well, the peacock spirit, isn't that actually wasn't that not a good spirit in Tianzi? I thought it was one of the malevolent spirits.
Not from what I've learned.
Okay,
From what I
could be wrong.
understand, it was just like an ancient, kind of forgotten deity from some of the Runelords worshipped.
I think it's neutral if you look at the site.
Okay.
Yeah.
But one interesting theory I saw was that, well, one of the, like, okay, do you guys remember in the Runeforge, they had, the place where they actually had, like, the giant peacock statue. Remember which hall that was?
Yeah, pride. Because
Yeah.
the peacock was also the symbol that Mr. Pride used all over the place.
Right. Well, yeah, supposedly he was, like, one of the main worshippers of peacock spirit, which is interesting, considering that he's the Pride Runelord.
He's the most powerful of the Runelords too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So the theory goes that he's the peacock spirit. That's the theory.
Yeah, kind of makes sense.
Okay. So I don't think you guys can do your once per week asking 10 questions, because you kind of been using the quill almost every day except for like 1 or 2 days this week. So your only option would be once per day if the user concentrates on a specific future goal, event, or activity occurring within the coming week. The Revelation Quill can take over and write a short phrase. So that's what I was trying to point out, is Mantis's question does not fit that part. But if you guys waited a little bit, you'll have a new fresh week, and then you can do the 10 question thing. But that'll take a couple of days.
Would that be crazy though if we've just been getting help from one of the other Runelords to fight Garzog? I mean, they hate each other anyway.
It's one of the
what if it's
opposition
Karzog
ones.
the whole time? Huh?
I don't think it's Karzog. But...
He just really wants to meet you, heroes.
I mean, it's probably one of those things that they'll, if it ever gets answered, it'll get answered in the next, or not the next, whatever, the Return of the Runelords, or whatever, Rise of the Runelords, whatever the next adventure path that's gonna like involve the other Runelords.
Rise of the Remainders?
Yeah, basically.
Maybe they'll just call it Risen.
I think it's called Return of the Runelords is
Aw.
what it's gonna be called.
That's boring. Okay.
Okay, well then, I mean, did we want to use the quill?
Good question. I'm dead though.
You're still part of the group. You still get your say.
Send those vibes.
You guys just need to use like planar binding or planar inquiry, except use it to ask Petition or Nizzo.
We will
Or you
capture
just
your
cast
soul
Speak with Dead. That
There's-
might
in
be
a
the
soul
easier way
gem.
to do it.
and put it into a doll, and then you could be with us forever.
Oh boy.
Pluto. I don't know what these things are called, but you know back in the old days when they had record players and they had that little phone thing to play the audio through the record player?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a magical item that has one of those, and it has Speak with Dead feature, so you put that up against the dead's mouth, and it speaks through it.
Oh man.
It's so good.
I guess that's a thing too, so let's see. Speak with Dead's like a level 2 spell or something, right?
Yeah, it's
Or-
pretty low level. The person has to be willing.
Oh, it's level 3, I guess.
And they have to have a mouth, I think, to speak.
It's
Like,
actually the
if
same
they were
level as
missing a
Planar
head, I don't
Inquiry.
think you
I
can
guess,
do Speak with Dead.
That's right.
although I guess using, yeah, but you could do a Planar Inquiry, but I guess Planar Inquiry does have a material component. 100 gold pieces, whereas Speak with Dead doesn't.
Well, it sounds like we're just going to hole up here for the evening then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think of your guys' question before the evening's up.
What was the limitation on what we could ask?
Here, I'll copy and put it in chat. So it's kind of tricky. We were playing it all wrong, but I'm learning. I gotta be more cryptic with you people.
I guess the current one? Oh no, that's when it starts.
Well, I mean, the future goal or event or activity would be, you know, going through the barrier.
Well, you gotta ask your question correctly, or you might not get your answer. But before, you guys were asking straight questions, and I was giving you straight answers, and that's just not how I'm gonna roll it anymore. So.
A short phrase in response. So, specific future goal, event, or activity.
And if you guys don't use it, in a couple of days, you'll be able to do the other part of it. Which I think is where Mantis's questions are going to get answered. But you would have to wait and not use it for another several days. Or actually, more so probably tomorrow. Actually, I'm not even sure how those resets even work. It's like if an item has once per day or once per week. It's like, okay, so if I use it today, that means I probably can't use it again today at all. But tomorrow, can I use the once per week? And now it's just out of commission for a week?
I wouldn't say... I would say that. Logically, and by logically I'm talking about like taking apart the structure of the way it's written, is that once per day this is something you can do with it, and once per week there's a separate thing you can do with it. So using either or does not affect the other one. They both,
there's a keyword
they're
here.
both just separate uses.
The user may use the quill in the same way to cast contact other plane instead. So within the same day, you wouldn't be able to do both, obviously. But the ultimate question is if you use the once per day today, tomorrow, can you start the once per week?
I think so.
And while the once per week is active, I don't think you can use the once per day. But yeah, I guess just back to back. Can you back to back that? Probably. I don't see that problem. But I don't think you can use the once per day while it's down because you use the once per week. But so ultimately, if you guys wanted to, you could use a once per day today and then start the once per week tomorrow. Or you haven't even used it today, so I guess in that sense you could start your once per week today. Because they do that. They'll use words later in the sentence. It's so annoying, but they'll be like, instead, you know, and that's very clear. It's not both, it's instead. So. I just wish, I don't know why they have to get so tricky with their words. Paizo's content's like that. I don't know if D&D was.
I don't really know what to ask it right now because one, we haven't seen the barrier.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can we even remember exactly what Mantis's question was? I think he just, in general, wants to know how. Does that seem right? Is that what Mantis wanted?
Well, he wants to know another way other than using the medallions and the rings to get past the barrier.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, that's what he wanted.
Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't know what to ask other than, like, what would be another way to get past the barrier if we didn't use the medallions of the ring. That's the only thing I can think of to ask.
So then our specific future goal would be get past the barriers without a ring. Or without, yeah.
Yeah, without a Sahedron medallion or ring.
Or the medallion, yeah. I guess we could try that and see what happens. At worst, it'll say you can't. But even that's information. I'm fine with that. Right now, all those minions and stuff are things that I think we can deal with, but the barrier is the one sort of wild card in all of this.
Yeah. So, is that what we're doing? Is that what we're waiting on?
I'm all on board with this plan.
Yep,
Okay.
sounds
Well,
good to me.
secret. I guess that's what we're gonna do.
You're doing what?
That's what we're gonna focus on for the quill.
What? Repeat it to
Is
me, so I know.
we're focusing on another way to get past the barrier without using a Sahedron medallion or a ring.
So
Seeing
you're
what the quill gives us.
concentrating on an activity, perhaps, of you, or a goal of you passing through the barrier.
Yeah, but without the medallions or the rings. And we're looking for, like, a way to actually get past the barrier.
What's in your guys' inventories? Let me go look. This might take a few minutes to answer. Any other things you'd like to do in the meantime while I'm looking? Go for it.
I'm gonna scribe a spell for a few hours.
Henrik, the Forgotten School of Magic book. Where did you get that? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Where? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think I had that.
That's
Where?
from,
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Where?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
that's from the sawmill.
Was it?
Pretty
Sorry,
sure.
what was it from the sawmill?
The book about the so-called, like,
This was before
8th
Vision,
School of
then.
Magic or 9th School of Magic or whatever.
Oh, did what's his face have it then?
Yeah, it was part of the books that whatever Ironbriar had, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, technically that would have been before Nizzo. I just remember that. I remember. That's the only thing I can remember that was described as, like, being that. Unless it's a book talking about which school of magic is it that they don't do in Thessalonian stuff? It's like
Divination is the one
yeah,
that's not a sin
divination.
magic.
So maybe if it's a book about divination, then it might be something else, I guess. But
Which is interesting since this quill from the peacock spirit is a divination item.
This is gonna be hard to answer. Okay, so the question is without the ring and medallion, or
Yeah.
just
Without the Sahedron rings or medallions, because
Okay.
I think we know that those are two things that can get us through.
then we also know that they, like, are dangerous to be wearing.
Well, they can be used as scrying sensors.
Right. So wearing a Sahedron might be dangerous because it lets Karzog spy on us. In theory. I'm gonna grab something to drink real fast.
This is hard. I hate trying to be cryptic. Fun. Too bad it wasn't a vision, because I could totally give you guys a vision, but I can't.
Yeah, we don't have that powerful of divinationists or diviners in the party.
Yeah.
That was one thing that was fun about my shaman, was just figuring a lot of stuff out in advance.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to go pull a thesaurus up. I need to shorten this up. Dang it. Why you guys do this to me? There's your cryptic answer.
Okay. So from what I'm gathering is that we either need the things, or we have to risk like saving against something.
Okay. So,
Can I have you guys roll your best mental stat?
Sure.
charisma's a mental stat, right?
Yes.
It's the
Charisma is just a different learned. You learn to read people, kind of like a sense motive thing. You learn to read your environment.
well, I mean, sense motive is wisdom, but I know what you mean.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Right, Nisso's dead. There it is. Okay, Henrik, you can think what you think when you see that written down on the paper, but Abysm's going to point out to you that it says ancient relics, not specifically Sahedrin. It didn't use specific words, it used more open word. Perhaps that means something.
Hmm. Still not sure what ancient relics would mean.
Well,
Like specifically.
those necklaces you guys have, are those more recent things, or are they ancient necklaces that were given to his minions? Like those,
I don't think so.
the
I
ones
think
that
the
allowed
ones,
him to spy
the
on
early
you.
ones we got were from the, were pretty new. They were made by the, Lamias, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I don't remember for sure, but I think they were like, because like the first time we encountered them was basically like we were dealing with the skin saw cult that was, working with under Zanisha
Right.
and Ironbriar.
Well, you guys ran. Well, you ran into the symbol being carved into people's chests in Sandpoint before you actually. Well, I think there
Right,
might
but I
have
mean
been a
the
medallion
amulets.
there.
The first time, yeah, I think they didn't see a medallion until we got to Magnamar.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right. We did see the Sahedrin rune being carved in because like Foxglove was doing that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think ancient relics means something different than from the Sahedrin medallions in Ring. Maybe something we haven't even seen. I mean, they could be talking about an artifact.
We didn't find anything in here that looked like an ancient relic, did we?
I don't think so. Unless I don't know. We could search around for hours.
Well, if we're going to be here for the night, we can poke around some more in depth.
Amara suggests that we
Yeah.
try again tomorrow. Perhaps asking the 10 questions if you guys want.
We could. I'm just not sure of like what questions to ask.
Well, Mantis had told me things that he wants to know several weeks ago, so I'll do my best to try to remember those key details. So, for whenever you guys get stuck with questions, I'll recommend some in Amara's voice. So perhaps you guys spend the day here pondering questions to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And do you guys have the material components to get Nizzo up tomorrow?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Then we can kind of somewhat fast forward to that with 1, 2, Okay. So for the most part, go ahead and think of questions you guys would ask if you want to do the 10 questions. Obviously, some of your questions might change when you get answers, but I think it's on a time limit like most divination is.
Are these just yes or no questions?
What does it
Yeah, the
say?
10 questions would be yes or no questions.
Contact other plane is just yes nos or not sure.
Oh, contact other plane?
Yeah,
I thought it
that's what
was
it'll be
commune.
doing. It's a two-part quill. Like the first part I think is commune. This one says cast
No,
contact
the
other
first part is
plane
divination.
instead, asking up to 10 questions. So however that one works, let's go check it out. So yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But see, contact other plane is risky because um, you have to make a intelligence check when you do it, and if you fail it, it reduces your intelligence and charisma to 8.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that's how this quill works. Or maybe it does, because it says in the same way to cast contact other plane instead. So it'll probably just work by the mysterious intellect that guides the revelation quill. I mean, it's always going to be the same person answering in this case, though. So there's that.
Well, anyway, shall we continue?
What are the DCs for this brain fried feature?
For contact other plane?
Do the brain over.
It depends on what plane you're contacting.
Uh,
Like, the further away the plane is, the harder the DC. And the highest one is DC 16. Which is fairly risky. Like, even for me. That only gives me like a 60% chance of success.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. You can just do the same thing you've been doing with it.
Nope. Anyway, let's take the information we have right now and then continue. Okay.
In which and whole entire evening will also pass in the same manner, and it'll be your guys' typical 8 in the morning the next day after you prepare your spells. Because I'm assuming you guys wake up like at 7. That's just what we've been doing. Prepare your spells. You're ready to go at 8. Nizzo's body doesn't look so good. I don't think anybody put a preserving spell on it, so it is starting to show signs of definitely dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll fix that. Probably.
Did Amara need to
Okay.
cast something?
No.
Okay, let me rest you guys in the thing.
At least hopefully you guys do, because I don't have a level 16 backup character made.
We can get you up.
I don't even know what I would make if I had to make a new character for level 16.
You're paladin! Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe, actually.
Emo the shit out of this. Have some weird ass emo story on why you're chasing Karzog.
Yeah.
No, yeah, having characters at this late is when you do things like Dragon Disciples and, you know, those builds that just fucking suck at early levels. That's when you pull those out.
Just throw it. Just throw out a freaking Mystic Favors. Just like, yep, not high enough level for this to actually be good now.
Right. Okay. Well, I don't know. Mantis doesn't like it when I prepare other spells, so I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave his spell list as is. Was there something we were supposed to change out for him?
Only if we were gonna have him do the reincarnate thing, but I don't know if we have the stuff for that anyway, so.
We were doing the raised dead though, right?
I think Raise Dead was what we're gonna do anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
just use the diamond that Nizzo's got on his in his inventory.
Man, the moment Mantis filled out his spell list with every goddamn spell was the moment I should have killed Amara. Scrolling down this thing is a nightmare.
And just be like, you just kill him, be like, nope, you're gonna have to play like something.
Sorry,
You
you
have
just
to play like a
wasted all your
shaman or something.
time.
Yeah. Let's go play a shaman so you can, limited spells.
uh, yeah, you guys don't need the reincarnate then.
No, we're gonna use Raised Dead.
Okay. He has reincarnate spy.
Or we'll.
If you want that.
Nah.
Whatever that does. Sounds neat.
Reincarnate
It's not.
spy?
Yeah, that's what it's called. He doesn't have the info filled
It's a cruel spell.
Cool. Why is it on a druid spell list then?
Because not all druids are nice. Some druids are very evil.
I always felt like druids had to maintain this neutral stance, but I guess that's just my imagination.
No, reincarnate spy.
Well, I mean, you can be
technically is
neutral,
listed
but you
as
can
an
also be
spell.
evil.
Neutral
Yeah,
evil.
it can be-
They just have to
it can
have
be neutral.
a part neutral.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
It's
reincarnate, except that you can cause the new body to resemble a particular creature, matching its category and sex. Rerolling the race results would be the wrong size category. The subject can gain a +5 to disguises. It's a conjuration healing spell. Huh.
But anyway,
Is it the same
we'll
level as the
get
other one though you're
Nizzo's.
looking at?
It's a high
Must
level.
be.
Let me see.
Yeah.
6 for a druid.
So anyway, we're gonna get the diamond Nizzo has, and I'm gonna first use blood money to get the whatchamacallit.
Oh, Mantis has this diamond?
No, I have it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't have to.
I think Amara has one as well, but
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
Nizzo had one that he brought specifically for, this sort of thing happening.
And then I'll use that blood money 1500 gold diamond to limited wish, raise dead, and use the 5,000 gold diamond is the component for it. And bring Nizzo back.
I'm pretty sure Nizzo's still insane, though.
Wait, am I?
I don't
I thought
know.
I saved. I'm pretty sure I saved out of that or something.
No, it's on you on the turn tracker.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Nizzo's gonna come up and he's just gonna immediately start attacking people. I mean, I'm sure Amara has heal prepared anyway, so whatever.
What made you
It's not
insane?
too
A
big a
Scarlet
deal, I
Walker?
guess. Probably.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you still be able to save from it?
I'm checking.
I believe it's a permanent spell.
To see what the rules are.
Yeah, but he has an ability that lets him keep saving against it.
No, I only get to do that once.
Is it
and I
once?
think I already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a single time. Like the
Remove
round after, you get one more
Curse
save.
does not remove sanity. So greater restoration, heal, limited wish, miracle, or a wish. So are you guys using something to remove the negative level? Or
I mean, maybe eventually.
I don't have
Do you get
anything
one?
right
Is
now.
it? That's 2.
it's 2, yeah.
I mean,
so
I have a scroll of greater restoration, but I can't use it if I'm insane, right? Like
okay.
probably not
Amara
at
will
least.
just heal you then if she recognizes the problem. I think that's her lowest or her only spell that she can use. Okay, yeah, and I think
Yeah.
that was also the plan. So, I'll just put this in combat mode. There we go. Okay, 1 heal down for today. And then you have the 2 negative levels, and he doesn't have restoration.
Nope.
Do we have
But
a
I have
wand
a
of
scroll
cure?
of Cure Light. I have a Cure Light.
Yeah,
Wound
cure
wand.
anything. Because I have a lot of damage on me still.
I mean, I have Cure Light Wound wands. I have 2 of them. I got one that's almost
Okay.
out of charges, and then I got one that's still got 50 charges. That I haven't used
Well,
yet.
I want to use one of them so that I can use my caster level for it.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm still dead. You haven't actually resurrected me yet, right? Or maybe if
Yeah,
you
yeah, you
did.
did.
Yeah, he
Okay, so I
resurrected
got up
you.
probably
You
was
started acting
okay.
weird. Amara healed you to stop you.
Okay. So yeah, in that case I'd give you I could just give you one of my wands of Cure Light Wounds. So I could just hand let's see, I have 2 of them, and let me see what charges I have left. I have 6 charges left on the first one, and then I got a fully charged one I haven't used yet.
Okay, but will you let me use one of them?
Yep, of course. I'll just have to make sure I remove these charges. Oh, you disabled
God
it.
damn.
So you should be because she healed you. You should be at 0 wounds, no wounds.
Yeah, that's for me. Yeah,
So
my
fix
wounds
that
are showing
for
0
you.
anyway.
Are you still gonna veil everybody up, Henry? Henry?
Not today.
Okay.
So let's see here. I got 2 negative levels. So let's see. Where do I put those in at?
I do that.
I don't. Okay. I don't know for sure. I might be able to get rid of them myself because I have that. I could just use the scroll of greater restoration.
Can I use the one with more charges on it?
Yeah, sure. I'll use that too. Alright, I guess we're done with wands.
I guess so.
Neither of my wands works now. For one day.
So, right now you have 2 negative levels? Is that what's...
Yeah, I'm just debating if I want to. I mean, I probably should just use the Greater Restoration wand. Like that's what it's for, or not the wand, the Greater Restoration scroll. But it's gonna be tough for me to use it because I'm gonna have to make 2 UMD checks. So, and yeah, I'll need the negative levels on there because they affect the UMD checks. So I would need to, let's see. So first off, I need to emulate a high enough Wisdom score to actually cast the spell. So let's see if I can even do that. Probably it's so 37 minus 15 is like a 22 or something. That's more than high enough. And then the DC after that is based off the spell level, I think. So using a scroll is 20 plus the caster level of the spell I'm trying to cast from the scroll. So it's going to be a tough DC because this is a high level scroll, I believe. What does it say it is for Greater Restoration here?
I don't see that I gave you guys XP for that encounter, so there it is.
Wait, where is my Scroll of Greater Restoration? Okay. There it is, okay. Scroll of Greater Restoration is a Restoration 13, so it's going to be a DC 33 to cast. Oh boy, that's pretty tough. Alright, heroes nothing. Hey, I successfully used it. So I Greater Restoration myself and get rid of both the negative levels.
Both of them?
Okay. But I use up my scroll. Yes, because it's Greater Restoration.
Yay!
So I guess I'll just remove that from my inventory, I suppose, or put a 0 in next to it or whatever. No, that's not going to work. I'm just going to actually delete it.
What are we doing?
Greater Restoration. I just used the Greater Restoration scroll to get rid of my negative levels. I had to make 2 UMD checks to do it because I had to emulate high enough Wisdom score to cast it. Like I needed to have a... It's like a... What is... For Greater Restoration, I think it was like a level 7 spell or something ridiculous. But I rolled like a 17, 2 17s in a row, so... Alright. So I'm feeling a lot better now, but still probably a little shaken, not mechanically, but about, you know, my brush with death. Like how long? How long was I out? You know, what did I miss anything?
Not too long. About a day.
Okay. And then yeah, maybe Niz was like thinking, like really thinking, like, man, I want to be done with this so I can, you know. He's like, I miss my wife. I want to go back home.
Retire.
Retire, yeah. Well, from this at least. Let's go back to being a locksmith again.
Would somebody like to do a test with me? And open your combat
tracker. A test of courage.
And
if it's a science question.
Put an effect on yourself.
I don't know how to do that. I have already failed the test of courage.
Like mage armor.
And then see if you can remove it from yourself on the combat tracker. Because they told me that I don't need the remove feature anymore. Now, why would they say I don't need it anymore if I want it? So therefore, maybe you guys can remove your own effects now? So, like, do you see, like, a trash
maybe they're just, like...
to the right of your effect, Abysm?
They're like, you don't need it anymore because we know better.
There's nothing I...
Only the Game Master! Nobody else! I don't know, man.
Yeah. You don't need it anymore because you're going to do it correctly.
It's not
There's nothing I can click.
On the combat tracker, you don't see like a trash can.
I saw something change on the combat tracker for a second, but I couldn't tell what it was.
Oh, that was just me. That was just me
Oh, it's
targeting
you
myself.
retargeting.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
I'm.
Okay, and did you put that on you from the actions tab on your character sheet?
I did, yes.
And is there anything on there that shows that you might be able to remove it?
Oh, wait. So beside the skull, there's a super faint little button of a dude that if you click on it, will actually bring up all your effects.
So you guys finally got that
pretty
little
sick.
dude. Okay. All right. Yes. So
Well,
that
it's
and
super
shows you-
faint. Like,
Okay. Yeah, that expands and shows you guys each thing as an independent line. That's what I see on the combat tracker when I'm looking at your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you should see all the details. Okay, and you guys can target people with your effects now. Can you remove it? Do you have the trash can?
Probably, yeah, just for the ones he
Yes.
added himself, I'm guessing. I can't do anything with my
Okay,
evasion
sweet.
one because you added that on, I think. But
You
yeah.
guys have reins. Congrats. Enjoy your reins.
Oh man, now I have to actually do work, or I can just keep not doing work because I don't know how to do
work
it.
if you want. I mean, until my
Now the
like right
question
now,
is-
my double clicking problem's a nightmare because like when I hit the trash can once, it like ends up like adding effects because it ends up hitting the plus sign after.
Oh, God.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
This is why I just I should just play like a paladin when I play Kingmaker because it's gonna be in Fantasy Grounds and I just want to play. I just don't want to play something where I have to do a bunch with effects.
I don't know. You're like smite evil shit and protection from evil stuff is pretty fucking annoying, honestly. All the
Oh, that's
added
true,
features, I
actually.
can't
Those
really
will-
make Fantasy Grounds do because
Yeah,
they're like
those
So,
will
situations.
secret?
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah.
Can you just randomly? I'm going to see if the armor class works now. Can you randomly attack me with like something?
Sure. If I can select you, okay. Do you want me to roll a bunch so we get some hits?
Actually, that worked because my armor class is currently 28 on the sheet. Plus 4 for the shield spell that I just put up means that 28 didn't hit because the defense effect plus 4 on the end.
Now he has
Okay.
a negative on him
It
right
looks
now.
like
You
it
can
might
see
work.
Power attacked, so he has a -4 and then the +4, which basically zeroes him out.
I think that worked then, like I say. The 29 should have hit, but my shield spell worked. 32 is what he needed to hit. 31 missed. So yes, okay. So armor class in this case seems to be working now.
That's good.
Yay!
I'm also gonna cast a contingency since my other one got used up yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna break enchantment myself again with the contingency being whenever I am affected by an enchantment, transmutation, or curse.
Okay. I'm sure you'll remind me when I do it to you.
I'll put the effect on me too.
Now, Pluto, your next character needs to be a bard that has all the effects, and you put them on all the peoples.
Yeah, there we go. Or I'll do that paladin archetype that gives you bard performance
There's a paladin
stuff.
bard? Oh my god.
Yes, there's a paladin. You give up smite evil and you get bard shit.
That sounds like
perform
fabulous for
oratory.
like one of those really like snobby knights that are like just so like
Oh, that's kind of
snobby.
almost
Yeah.
how it is, because
Yeah.
it has to be perform oratory, and basically you give us a rousing speech about freedom and like
Oh
justice and
my
stuff,
god.
and like you inspire people being like fear not, justice will prevail or whatever, and everyone
As
goes,
your long
yeah, I
blonde
think it
hair is
will.
flowing in the wind, and your
Yeah, like
cape.
it could be a lot of fun. I think it's specifically supposed to be about like Talden or Taldora or whatever, like, or what the
Oh
fuck it's called. I
yeah,
think it's,
Talden.
but like they're supposed to be from there. Yeah, so it'd be Talden Knights, but yeah, you're just like talking about like, I don't know. I always think of it as like the Pathfinder, like a Pathfinder paladin, but like if it existed, where he's just like Murica, but it's Talden.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but America's like rifles and hillbillies, I don't know. This is more like regal, I guess.
Yeah.
No offense to my country, but I know who
No, but
we
he gets
are.
He even gets like you even get like your divine bond. I think has to be like an animal companion, and it's an eagle. Like it has to be an
Oh.
eagle, basically.
What?
I'm pretty sure. I may be mixing up two archetypes, but I think it gets an eagle as like its divine bond.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
I might look
There's so
into
many cool
that.
paladin archetypes.
Because I'm gonna
There's
do my
also a
rat
monk
folk
paladin
but
archetype.
I haven't decided what kind of paladin yet. It's just a rat folk. That's all I know.
Hmm. I was hoping, like, I was looking at it, the one that you get like key points and stuff, but mostly because I was like, man, it'd be really cool to get like a paladin that they could get the abundant step feature, but there's no way to do that. It's a monk feature. There's no way to get it otherwise that I know of, besides just being a like 8th level unchained monk or something.
Maybe.
You can get Dimension Door as a paladin though. You don't get it. I actually get it until like level 15 or 16 or something. When you get level 4 spells and you need a feat.
I think Amara's a celestial plant. She's probably back to the air elemental.
The air elemental. I think she was. I could be wrong though.
No,
I don't know.
I just
None of
took
his
the
wild shapes
effect
are
off of
labeled
what
properly, right?
said. No, she labeled
Yeah.
those. It's just the attacks aren't labeled.
Right.
Because I lectured him, so he like logged on and spent, a couple of hours. I don't know if it was hours, but I walked away when he was doing it. Oh my god. Okay.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
I guess we can. I mean, Nizzle like asked. I guess he was out. Like, is there anywhere else we need to check here? Like,
We've
I
searched
don't
the
think
arena and
so.
found nothing more.
we didn't find these creatures' mysterious master they were talking about.
He fled.
I think we fought him. Yeah.
Really,
Ice
I
Devil.
think it was that Ice Devil was his master. That seems really odd still to me.
Nothing else accosted us during the evening, so if there is anything else here, it has left us alone.
Well, huh. Okay. I guess maybe I'll search around the area as well.
Okay.
Do my own search.
Don't
Like,
trust
while
your allies.
Hendrix, like,
They're like, we don't know
well, I
nothing.
mean, just in
You're
case
like,
they
of
miss
course you
something.
don't.
You guys are lost without me. No, while Hendrix like doing his contingency stuff and like
Okay.
his spell stuff, like Dizzo will like look around this area
He
where
has
we're
good.
staying.
He has good reason not to trust my perception.
Yeah, it's like Amara. Amara, okay. It's like, did you guys see anything? And Vism's like, no. And I'm like, Amara, did you guys see anything?
Crickets. Chirp, 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 chirp.
And then Amara doesn't say anything, like, oh
She's
no,
all
it's this
petting her
crap again.
cats.
I don't think we saw
Sometimes
anything
I feel
else.
like Amara's not all there.
Yeah.
Is it just me?